Okay, hello. Mr. Lee here. So for today's video, I'm just going to do a tutorial on your first exercise here. The last two exercises, just a little bit of review of vertex form. I'm confident you guys will be able to figure that out. I have notes on Canvas that you can review, and also if you need to ask me questions, just come into my Zoom. Okay, so let's just focus on this first exercise. Graph parabolas in all forms. Hopefully, we'll get one of each. So this one is what? Standard form. Okay, so for any form, really, what we want to do is find the vertex, graph another point, and we know that point is going to be symmetrical over the axis of symmetry, so we should be good. Okay, so this interface it automatically does it for you. If I move the vertex around, one is going to control the vertex, the other another point, and then it automatically creates that symmetry. Okay, so you should be able to find the vertex for every form, and actually we need to find the vertex. That's the most important point of the parabola. So this one's in standard form. As a review, your vertex in standard form should be negative b over 2a, right? Or sorry, the x-coordinate of the vertex should be negative b over 2a. So that's what we're going to find. Our b value is negative 2. Our a value is a negative 1/5. So this might get a little hairy, but let's just plug in all our points or values. So a b is a negative 2, so it's going to be a negative of a negative 2. I know this looks weird. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. Negative of a negative 2. And then it's going to be 2 times a negative 1/5. Okay, so it looks kind of hairy, but I'm going to let the calculator do the work. And then my y value should be negative 5. Okay, so when my x value is going to be negative 5. Okay, so if I know my x value of the vertex is negative 5, now I have to plug it back into this equation. Let the calculator do the work. Negative 1/5 times a x squared. My x is negative 5 now. I'm going to square that. And we go minus 2 times a negative 5, and then minus 6. Okay, I know you guys can do that in your head. They're not too complex calculations, but you might as well just let the calculator do the work. So this one's going to be a y value of negative 1. So put it together. My x value is negative 5 for the vertex. I plugged it in back to the equation. I got a y value of negative 1. So I should have a vertex of negative 5, comma, negative 1. Okay, there you go. So that point's fixed. I need to figure out one other point, and we should be good. Let's see. We are in standard form, so the next easiest point to find is just your y-intercept, right? That's the advantage of standard form, right? Plug in 0 here. 0, comma, negative 6 should be true, and there's our parabola, okay? Okay, I reached the end. Let's see if I can start this over, maybe get two other more examples. Hopefully we can get some other forms. Okay, so this one is intercept form. So the advantage of intercept form is we can find the x-intercept easily. We should have negative 1 and positive 1 as an x-intercept, okay? So you might be tempted to go like this, which is not a bad guess, but then the problem is one of the point has to control the vertex, okay? But we should have the parabola go through these 2 points, which then means if you are trying to locate the vertex, it should be halfway in between. The x value should be halfway in between your intercepts. So we know the x value of the vertex is 0. Okay, so I don't know exactly where it is, but it should be somewhere here. And as you can see, it'll still give me the x-intercepts of negative 1 and 1. Okay, so let me pause that for a bit. We know the x value is going to be 0. So I'm going to let the calculator do the work. I have y equals 2 times an x plus 1. If my x value is 1, I just plug it in. 0 plus 1 times a 0 minus 1. So my x value is 0, y value is negative 2. My vertex has to be at 0, negative 2. Boom. Okay, that one's intercept form. Let's see if we can get a vertex form. Perfect. Okay, so vertex form, it's in the name. We can automatically find the vertex with your h and k value, right? Your h is a positive 1. Remember, because it's x minus h. So your h is actually a positive 1. And then your k, it's a plus k. So there's going to be a minus 4 k value. Okay, review the vertex form in the Canvas notes if you need to. But our vertex should be 1, comma, negative 4. Okay, so that is set. I need to find one other point. I don't know where it goes. I like to pick the point just right next to the vertex and see if that works. Okay, so I'm going to plug in an x value of 2 and see if that works. Okay, so it's going to be negative 2 times a 2 minus 1 squared, and then minus 4. That turned out nice, right? So when my x value is 2, I chose it because it's right next to the vertex. When my x value is 2, my y value is negative 6. My other point should be 2, comma, negative 6, and done. Okay, I know I went through that fast. Slow it down, pause it if you need. Come into my Zoom if you have questions.